For me, gardening isn't just about growing food. It's about growing life itself. It's not just the plants growing, it's also me evolving alongside them. It not only feeds me and my family, it also feeds my soul. Over the past 2 years, Forest G, my amazing garden, has taught me countless life-changing lessons that have completely changed how I see the world around me. In this video, I will share 7 most powerful lessons that have transformed my life forever. Number 1, foundation and patience. Imagine trying to build a house on sand. It won't last, right? Gardening taught me that strong roots come from strong foundations. After the extreme weather wiped out most of my crops in the first year, we held off planting and spent weeks preparing the soil, adding composts and nutrients to create a healthy base so that the plants can have a strong start. As a typical beginner gardener, in the first year, I got so excited when spring was approaching and germinated lots of summer vegetables indoors using heat pads. They all sprouted beautifully. I thought I was getting a great head start. But after they were planted outside, they just sat there and didn't grow well at all. On the other hand, those self-sowed plants that popped up later on at their own pace grew into much stronger and healthy plants. Life is the same. You can't really rush success. You need to prepare, be patient, and act at the right timing. That's where growth truly happens. Number 2, everything has a purpose. When I first noticed pests in my garden, I panicked. I tried all natural ways to get rid of them. Hand-picking and spraying with baking soda, it was time-consuming and tiring. So I gave up and decided to start observing. Soon enough, I noticed ladybugs feasting on aphids and birds picking off caterpillars. That was a wonderful lesson. Even the so-called bad things have a purpose. Without pests, there'd be no food for the beneficial predators that keep the ecosystem in balance. It's the same in life. Challenges often lead to growth, teaching us lessons and paving the way for better things. Embrace everything as part of the process. It's all connected. Number 3, life is abundant. I planted 1 lettuce in my garden. By the end of the season, it had produced thousands of seeds. The following season, those seeds sprouted all over my garden. I had enough lettuce to feed the whole village. This showed me that life is inherently abundant. Just like the lettuce, we all have the potential to grow, to create, and to share. It's about recognizing the abundance around us and tapping into it. Whether it's love, knowledge, or resources, there is always more than enough to go around. Number 4, resilience. When the cyclone and storms hit our garden, I thought I'd lost everything. The fruit trees looked dead and my vegetables were destroyed. But then I found out later the root vegetables like potatoes, kumaras, and yacons were almost untouched by the storms under the soil. And a year later, tiny green buds started to appear on the fruit trees. They were coming back to life. This resilience was inspiring. Nature doesn't give up. It adapts, regrows, and thrives. It taught me to embrace setbacks with the same mindset. Whether it's a failed project, or a tough time, or a personal loss, remember, setbacks are temporary and comebacks are always possible. Number 5, trust the process. One day, I noticed a tomato plant growing by my driveway in the toughest clay soil. I didn't plant it there. It was self-sowed by nature. But it thrived better than those tomatoes in my carefully tended beds. That was a reminder that nature knows best. Sometimes we overthink, overplan, and overdo things, trying to control outcomes. But life doesn't always need our interference. Just like the tomato plant, we have an inner knowing. We just need to trust it and let things unfold naturally. Number 6, sharing. I always plant more than enough, knowing that some will go to the birds, bugs, and my community. Sharing the fruits of my labor, whether with my family, a friend, or neighbor in need, brings me immense joy. Life is the same. When we share our time, knowledge, or resources, we not only help others, but also create a ripple effect of positivity. As the saying goes, happiness is only real when shared. Number 7, block the noise and be true to yourself. Gardens don't care about trends, opinions, or external pressures. They just grow according to nature's principles. That's a powerful reminder to stay true to myself. When I focus on my garden, I'm reminded of the importance of harmony, of living in alignment with who I am and what I value. So block out the noise, trust your instincts, and embrace the harmony within you. Just like a thriving garden, your life will flourish. Here you are, 7 life-changing lessons gardening has taught me. I've learned that life doesn't have to be complicated. The answers are often simple and right in front of us. By observing nature, I've learned to live more harmoniously, trust the process, and embrace the abundance. The most beautiful part? Gardening isn't just about growing food, it's about growing yourself. So I invite you to connect with nature. Start small, either in a backyard, a balcony, or just a windowsill, and let her teach you the wisdom of life. Whether you're a seasoned gardener or simply a nature lover, what are the most powerful lessons you've learned from Mother Nature? I'd love to hear your stories. Drop them in the comments below. Until next time, keep growing, stay curious, and happy gardening.